Hey, so if you're watching this, it probably means that you're thinking about hiring a life coach. That's great. A life coach can literally change your life, but there's a few things I want to share with you before you do that. So there's a few just helpful nuggets as someone that is a life coach and is a highly trained and experienced life coach, but also as someone that's been a client many times, and I've paid tens of thousands of pounds hiring various different coaches to help me, and there's lots I've learned, so I thought I'd share that here. The first thing that I think would be helpful for you to recognize is that, and this is quite amusing to me, but often the very thing that you say you want coaching for gets in your way of actually getting the help that you want. So I'll give you an example. Someone contacted me once and said, "Hey, I need your help. I've been following you for years, and I need your help with procrastination." So already there, I've been following you for years, and I need help with procrastination. It's like, yeah, why haven't you contacted me already? Well, they then contact me, and I offer them a bunch of appointments, some availability, and then I don't hear from them for a couple of months. And of course, by the time they've got in touch, like all that availability is obviously gone. So it's the procrastination that you want help for, but it's the procrastination that's getting in your way of actually getting the help. Another example is someone might contact me and say, "Hey, I need some help with anxiety." And we have a call, and then they say, "Yeah, I'm really anxious that this won't work." It's like, yeah, I know. That's what's your struggle. Like, you're anxious, that's the lens that you're looking through. And now you're worried that this isn't going to work either. That's what I can help you with. Another example is someone once said, I need to have some coaching because I really struggle to maintain healthy relationships. And we'd been having coaching for a little while. And guess what? They struggled to maintain a healthy relationship with me. My coach used to say, if it's somewhere, it's everywhere. Now, it's not literally everywhere, but if it is somewhere, it's likely going to spill out in other areas of your life as well. Another example is someone might contact me and say, "I'm struggling with motivation, and because of the lack of motivation, I'm feeling unfulfilled." And then because of the lack of motivation, they never go ahead with the call because they're not feeling motivated. And this is quite amusing that the very thing that we're seeking coaching for gets in the way of us having the coaching. So there's a few things I'll say to that. One is you need to actually want the thing that you say you want. Like, if you really do want to overcome anxiety, coaching would change your life, but you have to want to do it. If you really want to start that business or grow that business, a coach will partner with you and help you do that, but you need to want to do it. So this will save both you and the potential coach time. Like, if you just don't want it and you just think you should want it, don't bother. Like, you have to want it. And when you want it and you're hiring a good coach, it's magic can happen. Like, a coach is amazing at helping you have what you want. I mean, the only reason really I'm doing this profession is because I hired a coach once and it changed my life. Like, it just did. Like, coaching's amazing at helping you have what you want, but you need to want it. So that's tip one, is make sure you want the thing. The second thing really is to know that we don't see life as it is. We see life through our thinking. Like, I used to live in a world where I was stupid and life was hard. Like, that was the reality that I lived in. I didn't see that I was just living in my thinking. When I hired a coach, they helped me see once and for all that, oh, I'm not really stupid. I just thought I was when I was 7, and I never checked to update my thinking. Like, I didn't realize that life was hard was just a thought. I thought that really was the truth. And when I saw that, oh, that's just my thinking and that's my map of the world, once I saw through the illusory nature of it, I was able to update it. So often a coach will challenge the way that you're thinking or challenge the way that you're seeing things because they know that it's not a truth, it's just thought. And that's a really helpful thing to know if you're thinking about hiring a coach. The other thing is, and I think this would be really helpful, is you want to hire a coach that is either where you're at, but really they've been through the struggles that you're having and have come out the other end. And the reason I say this is I used to work as a psychotherapist, and I was a senior psychotherapist in the NHS. And one of the things that would sometimes happen in the background is one of us would say, God, my life's an absolute mess. Like, I'm struggling with this stuff. Like, should I really be teaching this and helping other people? And we'd all be saying to each other, yeah, yeah, it's fine. Like, but it really wasn't fine. And I realized that when someone very close to me said, I need some help, who do you recommend in the NHS that I go and see in your team? And I was like, oh, no one. Like, there was no one that I felt comfortable recommending to this person that I cared about. Because as someone that was a senior lecturer as well, so I was teaching this stuff, the stuff we were teaching really wasn't that great. I mean, most of our lives weren't that great. If it was that great, we'd be living the happiest lives I knew, but we really weren't. It was when I came across coaching and that my life started getting profoundly better. I started getting better results. I started performing better. My well-being started going up. I started having more inspiration, more clarity, and things just started happening for me. So there's nothing else I'd rather be doing than coaching. So what I'm saying is just check the coach out. Check that they're qualified. A lot of coaches out there either aren't qualified at all, they've done like a 6 week or maybe at the most a 6 month qualification. Someone like myself, I trained for 7 years to get to be a psychotherapist, and then for 3 years ongoing training as a coach. Like, you want someone that's living a great life. You want to feel that they're living a great life. Otherwise, they're not going to be able to help you. So in order to do that, you're going to want to have at least 1 or 2 calls with them. Most good coaches will have at least 1 or 2 discovery calls with you where you can just get a feel for them. And if they don't, like, how are you going to know if they're right for you? So just check them out, and you'll know once you're on a call with them. Ask them a bunch of questions, see what they're about, and you'll just know if they can help you or not. The final thing I'd say is a lot of the time people are looking for like the cheapest and quickest option, which makes sense, right? Like, if you could have, a really cheap and quick solution, you would want that over one that was going to take longer and that was more expensive, of course. But I had someone contact me recently, and they were in their late 60s, and they'd had this struggle for 40 something years. And they said, can we fix it in 2 sessions? And I was like, well, I'm good, but I'm not that good. Like, it's going to take more than 2 hours to fix a problem that you've had for 40 years. Like, maybe. Like, I have had some sessions where we had some massive breakthroughs very, very quickly, but that's not the norm. Like, it's going to take a while. So a coach is great, but neither of you are going to work great under pressure. Like, if you're wanting to solve a challenge or turn a dream into a reality, then it might take more than a couple of hours. This is why various coaches will offer 5-hour packages, 10-hour packages, 20-hour packages, 6-month packages. And there's something about starting and then finishing. It's really good to have some momentum. It's really good to complete a project. So if your project is going to take you 3 months, 6 months, and they are the right coach for you, hire them for that time. Like, it's going to be amazing. Like, coaching changes lives, and that's why people like me, people that do what we love what we do, because we get goose pimples when we see someone have that moment where their life changes. So I really hope that's helpful. Any questions, just comment, just message me, just email me, and I'd be really happy to answer them. So good luck with everything. It's going to be amazing.